if you're interested, check out the website to learn more about becoming an official. Your support will be greatly appreciated. Good sportsmanship is the cornerstone of any athletic program. Good sportsmanship is the responsibility of everybody that can hear the sound of my voice. Win, lose, or draw, always be a good sport. And now for tonight's starting lineup. First, for Appleton United, number 1, Sam Stillwell. Number 3, West Coast. Number 4, Dane Willis. Number 5, Mason Murray. Number 8, Rowan Willis. Number 17, Evan Berger. Number 29, Ben Wilkie. Number 40, Tanner Dean. Number 51, Brody Oak. And the goalie, wearing the 0, Tyler Bishop. And now your starting line forward to the Pere Central Ghostbirds. Number 2, Grant Ramos. Number 3, Roman Rasmussen. Number 5, Henry Mako. Number 8, Nathan Frank. Number 13, Christian Wadzinski. Number 15, Michael Van Helden. Number 55, Dane Weifel. Number 88, Jace Caldwell. Number 99, Dave Brockington. And lurking in the goal for the Ghostbirds, number 0, Owen Carbon. Head coach for Appleton, Matthew Kostrick, and for the Ghostbirds, Hayden Fredrickson.
Mark, yeah, I do have weather up right now on the. I'm gonna keep working on your monitor, but we're live.
Good evening, lacrosse fans. We are rolling right out of the gate. Welcome to Nowak Family Field for Ghostbird Lacrosse. Talked to the Appleton coaches just a bit before. Kind of a banged up group, just like we are. It's kind of that time of season in a physical sport, but that just kind of goes with the deal. So a little bit of stalemate there, but Appleton comes out with it. We'll see what they bring. We'll learn a little bit more about Appleton and who they're running their offense through. Last couple of games, it's been pretty clear as far as who the big gun was and who they were running the offense through. Let's see what Appleton brings for us. Hopefully you tuned in. A couple of wins so far this week for the Ghostbirds. A hard-fought come-from-behind 9-7 victory against DeForest, and then a last-minute heroic 4-3 win against Notre Dame last night. Nice save by Owen Carbon to start out. Carbs had a real nice game last night against Notre Dame. Real good match. See what Carbs has for us. Toss it over to Henry Mako on D. I think we got away with being offside there, but that's all right. Roman Rasmussen now has it. Rasmussen is going to get a touch. There you go. Good job by Roman. So now we can pull it out, see who we got on the attack. Now we got in our middies, we have Parker Shenyon has it, trying to make a move up top. Shenyon looking for Rasmussen. Good grab by Roman. Let's see what the aggression level of Appleton so far is coming out on us pretty far. See what they end up doing with that. So over to Wadzinski and behind. Wadzinski making a move. Wadzinski comes in, nice fire, but just goes past. Good job by Bennett Stadler to go ahead and get ourselves the possession. So Jace Caldwell will go ahead and bring it back in, up to Shenyon. Shenyon over to Nathan Frank. Frank doing some double duty here. doing some offense as well as a lot of his duties as our main face-off guy. Frank goes up to Wadzinski. Wadzinski now on top. Let's see what he does. Patiently waiting to see what the Ghostbird set up. All down below the goal line here. Let's see what they're doing. So giving some space for Wadzinski. He brings up Rasmussen. Rasmussen with a shot. Nice save. Real nice save by Bishop. So each team got a pretty decent look on their first possession, and both number zeros were up to the task. So now Appleton trying to bring it on out. Yeah, we probably should. We're pretty fortunate there. I think Jace was maybe a step offside, but we got a bit of a break. Oh, that one's fired in. That's a goal. Kind of gave up a little too much space there. We got to cover him up there. That was by 19. Max Siegelstrom. Didn't catch if there was an assist on that. Yeah, I think we just backed off of him too much there, so that's something we'll have to clean up. So 1-0 Appleton at the 8:48 mark of the first period. Frank taking the face-off. And in there to battle with him will be Ramos and Wafel as their middies. That gets flipped back, but Ramos is there. Ramos makes one move. Good speed burst through. Ramos goes ahead and gets the touch. We're able to make some changes. Good to see Devers out there. He took a big-time shot yesterday. Wasn't able to finish the game. Fortunately, it was definitely penalized, and probably kind having a 1-minute penalty on that. But good to see Devers out there. Got the wind knocked out of him, and any of you who have had that happen, it's not a good feeling until you get that back. All right, so Appleton now has it. See what they're doing here. They're bringing in 19 again as one of their middies, who has the first goal of the game. Working him up top there. Need Parker, good job. Parker gets a little help there from Wafel. Now Henry Mako did a good job of attacking. See if we can't get that loose ball. There we go. Oh, no. Good job by Mako pressuring. Pretty good job there by Appleton. Mako tried to push him out, but couldn't quite get him out. And I think Appleton, just seeing that they didn't have much brewing, they went ahead and used a timeout. So timeout Appleton. 7:24 left in the first. 1-0 Appleton, your score. Appleton had Pulaski last night. Had a win against Pulaski. But yeah, it's that time of year. It's kind of that dog days of the season. And some guys are a little banged up sometimes. Us, we're still trying to figure out what our offense looks like without senior captain, attacker. Oh, there we go. My great, awesome. Now I have some on my screen. Didn't have the screen for the first 5 minutes, but now I have it. So now I can see some replays. But yeah, Will Jacobs, of course, unfortunately is out in street clothes. And so we're trying to figure out how to play without Will. Will, a lot ran through Will. So the other guys are just trying to make that adjustment, see what that's going to look like. So far, really, one possession for. It's been kind of a fast-moving game, actually. And we really kind of had the one possession, and they got a couple of possessions here. Their second one. Let's see what they can do with it. Actually, no, it'd be their third possession. That's right, because they did score the goal, and we were able to. Carb had a save on that one. So let's see what we can come up with here. Let's get a stop and let's go out and get the equalizer. I think it's important we get on the board early. Last night, I thought our defense played terrific. Carbon played terrific in goal. We really just couldn't get much going offensively, and part credit to Notre Dame for the way they played in the defensive zone. So that's something we got to figure out to get the goal scoring cranked up. Took us a while against DeForest the other night. Ended up with a decent output of 9, but it took a while. All right, so 51 was probing the defense. Brody Ope went ahead and decided to pass it off to the side. Now it's back up to Ope on the top. He's looking for 19. That's Siegelstrom. Siegelstrom over to Golding. Those two seem to be pretty involved in what they're looking to do, Golding and Siegelstrom. Yep, there we go. Make sure we have our guys covered. There we go. Good job by Mako. It was a potential little 2-on-1 situation, but Mako did a good job of getting a piece of somebody. Loose ball, but they were able to pick it up. Now it's down below the goal line. That's, I believe that's number 8, Willis. Willis patiently probing, see what he has. Ball's down, makes the backward pass, but whether, I don't know if it was intentional, but he hit his guy pretty well on that one. Hit Stillwell. Now they're back below the goal line again. Willis has some pretty decent size, so I'm sure he's going to look to use that. So 16 and 19 working a little two-man game up top. Now they get it down below. Swing it back around to Willis. Trying to get a different angle on our defense. Somebody's got to create a turnover here. 19 and 16, a little two-man game. Uh-oh. Oh, nice job by Devers. He lost it, but couldn't quite scoop it up. Devers did a good job as the trailer. Guy got a step on him, but he did a good job of checking it back. Well, that's a shot that went well wide, but right into one of the sticks of Appleton United. Trying to attack up top there. Good slide by Henry Mako. Oh, that's trouble. Yep, you could see that coming all the way. We just, I think we overcommitted on that one a little bit. Unfortunately, we got a bad matchup on that, and number 8, Willis, was able to come from behind. Yeah, we just kind of got overcommitted there, unfortunately, and it led to Willis having some lane. So that's 2-0 Appleton United. 4:59 left in the second. Use a possession here. Come on, Nathan, get us the ball here. Need to get that possession and get down and just get on the board. Start feeling good. Can't be playing from too far behind here. Nathan with a good, strong play. Nice job, Nathan Frank. Won that one by himself. Now he's over hitting Stadler. Stadler got to get in and get a touch. Over to Wafel. Wafel hits Wadzinski. That gets the touch. So now we can go ahead and get the right personnel on the board. That is Dix and Shenyon coming on in. So now Wadzinski is going on, taking his time, seeing what we can set up. I think it's important we get one here pretty quick. Wadzinski up to Shenyon. Shenyon with the shot, but a save. Had a lane to shoot, but just didn't quite get what he wanted out of it. Good save. Had it down low, though. It was a pretty good shot, but he went down and got it. That's 51, has it. That's Ope. Ope making a move. Gets it down below. Now we could really use a stop here. Yeah, we weren't able to make our defensive substitution, so we're out there with some short sticks, middies. So we'll have to defend with the short sticks here. Hopefully we can not let a bad matchup get for us here. So that's Siegelstrom trying to make a move on Shenyon. Shenyon out there trying not to let him in there. I think that hit off the post. And that's going to be our ball. All right, so nicely done. So thank you, Iron. Iron was kind on that one. Got to keep somebody back. Got to keep somebody back. Oh, we were offside, but I think they missed it, thankfully. Mako is in now. Now Mako's going to come back in. All right, now we can make a move there. Now get Devers in on midi. And Henry, that was the right move for Mako to try to come up and help. Last night, we had some troubles with some of that. Hey, there's a goal. Nicely done. Nicely done. Ghostbird goal by Ramos. I think he kind of surprised him. I think Bishop was not really expecting him to step in, but he had a void there, and he went and fired it. Nice job. Ramos had some good recognition on that. I think Bishop was looking for us to set up, and when Ramos saw he had some green, he took it. I think that's pretty much any sport. They give you space, you take it. Whether it's on the court, on the field, on the ice, take space. So nice job by Ramos. Now, all right, we get called for an illegal face-off, so Appleton goes ahead and takes it. Tretniak, 15. Love that name. I had to make sure I said that. He's mostly a defensive, like he's a midi, but he's mostly defensive. Haven't got to say the name because unfortunately we've been defending most of the game. So they've had their offensive guys out there so far for most of the match. All right, 3 across. Right toward above the goal line and 3 across up top. Let's see what kind of cutting they're going to create here. Number 8, Willis, is up top. He's been working down below quite a bit. Nice job by Carbon to go ahead and get it deflected. Henry Mako with the clean pickup. Mako looking now. He's going to take some space. Yep, there you go. Take space, Henry. There you go. Hit Wadzinski. Now T's going to get the touch. There you go. All right. Now we're back in business. Getting that ball with the chance to put a tie on it. Down to about 140 here in the match. Wadzinski got some cutting there. He was looking for a cutter, but didn't have what he wanted. It's like he might try to turn. Oh, tried for the shot. Tried for the bounce shot to try to go up high. But a little bit high on a bounce there, but good job by Jace Caldwell to make sure we kept the possession. Those watching who might be a little newer to lacrosse, when you take a shot, if you're the closest, when it goes out of bounds, and if you're the closest team gets possession. So Jace was closer than their guys, so we got possession on that one. And I didn't see the call on that. Was that a free hand? Must have been. All right, we did a good job of at least getting some changes there. So, yeah, I didn't really see what was going on there. I didn't think anybody was in the crease, so must have been use of a free hand. But I didn't see much. So I'll just have to say I missed it. All right, so looks like 8, 19, and 16. That seems to be where they're really looking to get all their offense here. Those 3 are up top now. Let's see who cuts into it. Well, they're making a move to get open. He's touched the ball some in the offensive zone. Passing it along the perimeter right now. Just kind of seeing what they can get set up. Not surprising, 8 going down low. He's a pretty strong guy, Willis. So he's a big, strong guy. You'd expect that maybe he spends quite a bit of time down low where he can use that strength. Nice save by Owen Carbon. Hits Wafel streaking. Now he hits Ramos. Ramos has some space, taking it. Oh, nice save. Good save by Bishop. Ramos, that was the right shot. That was absolutely the right shot, and because there was only a couple seconds left, and there's the end of your quarter. So Grant Ramos with a pretty good shot there. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Sometimes they just make the play, and that's exactly what happened there with Bishop making the save. So 2-1 Ghostbird deficit after 1. They had a little more of the possession time, certainly, and that's something we'll just have to try to get figured out. Get a little more possession time. Hope everybody's enjoying this. What feels, it's funny because this got rescheduled. I think it was like March 26th or March 28th, and so that excited you that you'd get nice warm weather on May 1st. And I kind of feel like it might still be late March when I'm out there. I just sat through a double header of college softball right before this, and so at least I have no wind on me here in the booth. A little bit warmer. We didn't exactly build a roaring fire in here, but it's at least a little warmer than what they're experiencing down low in the stands. But hey, we've certainly experienced worse, but gosh, I thought on May 1st we'd certainly get warmer weather than we could expect in late March. And I don't know. Nobody told the calendar. Or maybe the calendar didn't tell Mother Nature. I don't know. But anyway, we are nice, cool evening. And then you know what's going to happen is we're going to have one of these Saturday games, and it'll be about 80. And so that's going to be real hard on the players because they're not going to be used to it. They're going to be used to layering up and trying not to have their teeth chatter, and then all of a sudden they're going to have a game where it's warm, and that's a tough adjustment. All right, well, I was able to kill that first intermission here. So now we have, it's going to be Frank taking the draw. Stadler and Wafel are going to be supporting him to try to see if we can't get that possession. They possessed it, yeah, noticeably more than we did, but only a 2-1 deficit. So something we can make a play and be in a good spot. So hopefully Nathan can get us 5. Gets it. Let's see if we can't take it away. Yeah, good job by Frank. Stayed with it. Wafel gets it over to Van Helden. Van Helden tried to get it to Stadler. See if Stadler can see who he can hit. Nice job. Oh, tried for Frank. Just missed him. Just not really, just a little discombobulated on that. We couldn't quite be smooth. Oh, got an angle there, but good job. Okay, good work. Wafel had number 8, and then Henry Monko's going to settle in on him now. All right, so I see 27 coming on out for them. That's Jake Kohler. I've seen him a time or two out there so far. But yeah, it seems to be 16, 19, and 8. That seems to be where they're looking. So that's the guys we got to make sure we're matching up with. I think that's going to be an illegal screen. Yep. Elbow out on the screen, so that's going to turn it over to the Ghostbirds. Oh, Wafel had it and lost it, unfortunately. But that got fired, and oh, that'll take it. We'll take it. I can't blame number 8 for taking that shot, Willis. It's probably a spot that he likes it, but they didn't hear him any help. So therefore, the rebound, or when it went out of bounds, it was there for the taking. So now it's up to Shenyon. Shenyon gets it down to Wadzinski. Wadzinski's got to get the touch. He does. All right, let's see if we settle in. I see Ramos coming in. Shenyon's already out. Is one of our middies. Devers. Again, good to see Devers out there after he took a really rough illegal hit yesterday. But he's out there. Cross guys are pretty tough. Oh, shoot, didn't work out. He was trying to hit Roman, but just got knocked out by the defense. So now Bishop looking to see what his options are. Like we could have made a move there on our to get a long pole out, but we stayed with the short poles to defend here. Oh, and actually I take that back. Cole Kane is going to get some minutes out there as LSM. Screen set, but Brockington able to fight through it. Right, so up to let's see, gets past him. Let's see, is that going to get out of bounds? Wow, nice tightrope. Shoot, almost, I thought that was going to be out for Willis, but he tight-roped it, just got there. Pretty good feet for a good-sized guy. Willis goes up, takes it up to 16. Golding. Golding back down to Siegelstrom. Back up to Golding, then to Siegelstrom again. Now let's see what they're setting up here. Looking for Siegelstrom at the top, see what kind of move he can make. Shenyon's out there. Yep, got by him. That's going to be a goal for Siegelstrom.
Siegelstrom gets another goal for Appleton.
Probably just maybe drop back a little bit too much. Kind of let them make a move instead of locking them in and getting some contact. So sometimes just that little bit of contact will throw them off. So that's, I think, what we needed there. That's all right. That'll be a good learning experience. Appleton United, 8:39 left in the second. Frank back out. Hopefully he can get us that draw. Their guy is Nathan Murray. Looks like, I think that's number 5. Looks like Murray won that one clean, but Frank tried to get a little piece, but they were able to bring it back out. I think we're going to have to kind of step out and see if we can't create a few more turnovers. Right now, we're really letting them possess a little too much, and kind of hard to generate much when you're in your own zone. So Appleton United taking their time here, trying to set something up to Willis up top. He's seeing what kind of a matchup he can get. Ramos leans on him. Ramos doesn't let him get out. Yep, he takes a high shot. Nice job by Ramos. Sometimes it's all it takes is that little contact to throw him a little off balance, and that's what we did there. But is their possession, so back to them. Willis now up top, over to Tormson. Haven't said his name too much yet. He's trying to move in on Frank. Frank with a good job. Oh, that'll be nicely done. Good work. I think it was Ramos who kind of got in the passing lane there. See what Michael Van Helden has. He's hitting Ramos right up the middle. Nicely done. Look out, Grant. Got to talk to him, boys. Oh, T had it. Was going toward and lost it. Oh, almost picked off. Yep, got to talk to him, boys. He was going in, but he just didn't have the look he wanted. Couldn't quite get rid of it. It's a ground ball. Let's see if we can't. Nice job by Van Helden using that good all-conference hockey skill to go ahead and make a move around his guy, so we get a touch. Good job. All right, so we have Rasmussen now working down low. We're making some moves in behind to get our guys out. So I see Shenyon out. Oh, tried for the shot. Oh, just missed. Nice shot attempt. Put some pressure on him. Come on, Graham Dix, put some pressure on him. All right, so Appleton now is back at it offensively. Haven't gotten the touch yet, but they're going to right there. There it is. And taking their time. So Willis is out. Yeah, that was unfortunate. We thought we had a look there, but we just couldn't quite power it in. We had a couple of looks the last couple of possessions, but just not quite getting that shot off that we're looking for. Find a way to create a little space. Move the ball with precision. Coming into the middle. There you go. Shenyon gets it covered up. Nice save. Made him go, I think, the way he didn't want to go, and Owen Carbon was able to be up to the task. So nice save by Owen. Owen taking some space now. Tried to hit Dix. That's missed, but Ramos is trying to be there. There you go. Nice job by T. Wadzinski. And that's a good timeout, I think. We haven't used any this quarter, so nicely done.
First timeout of the first half is 5:34 left.
We're just trying to find a way to get a possession there, so I think that's a pretty good timeout by Coach Hayden. Anybody listening at home but looking for some fun tonight, go ahead and stop out with us after the match to Chicago Street Pub. One of our great sponsors. Austin and the folks over there always take care of us. Looking forward to an outing there. It's our second one of the year. We'll see if we schedule didn't really. We always try to do Friday or Saturday home matches, and schedule didn't really work out in our favor to have too many of those. Seems like we have a lot of Tuesday and Thursdays and things, and us who are responsible workers and responsible students don't get a chance to get out too much after those matches. But hey, we deserve it, and the boys deserve it. So we're going to have them for some pizza and some wings afterwards at Chicago Street Pub and Grill. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing some of these great parents who are great supporters of their sons. So, see what we can put together here. So Ghostbird possession, down 3-1, 5:34 left in the second period. Goal scoring has not been something we've had a ton of lately. Although we did have a nice eruption in the second half against the Forest. Let's see if we can't get on the board here again. Let's cut this deficit in half here. Looks like Rasmussen's gonna bring it in for us here. Both teams with one timeout left here in the first half yet. We appreciate you joining us here tonight on the Pere Redbird YouTube channel. Of course, the great crew from Old Bird Media doing the wonderful work they do. Camera and production. So they're great partners. All right, so up now we have Rasmussen trying to give some space, see if he can't create. He's so slippery, he moves real well. Now he gets over to Frank. Frank hits Ramos. Ramos has number 3 on him, West Post. Pretty good job by Post there to push him back out, but Frank now has it. Looks over to Coach Hayden for the call. Looks like Devers is coming out, and in comes Wadzinski. Nathan Frank tests the waters, decides to back out. Now he comes back in. Making a move there, getting it down to Wadzinski. See what T has for us here. Coming in behind. See if he can't walk back out. Now he hits Ramos, nice save. Tell you what, Bishop's been pretty good. Bishop's been pretty tough for them so far. Got to find a way to do something different on him. It's been pretty good for them. So saved by Bishop, now he's bringing it out. Jace Caldwell tries to put a little pressure on him. We're going to have to cover that up a little bit. All right, good recovery. Appleton looked like they might have something, but we did a good job. Now they're going yellow to wait for their substitutions. They do have, let's see here, yeah, that looks okay. So we were able to at least get one LSM out there. See, we have Cole Kane out there. A couple of short middies. Let's see if we can't get a pass. Nice job, nice read. So Grant Ramos. Grant goes ahead and gets it up to Jace. Jace up to T. Oh! He got the look he wanted, just a little bit wide, trying to get it out. But you know, when you got a goalie playing well, you got to try to pick out some corners. Now Wafel in as the long stick on offense. Sets the screen. He's gonna, maybe they'll put him in and set a screen or two. Maybe get a big body out in front here. Try to take away some eyes of Bishop. Oh no, that was. Yeah, they just misread each other. Roman, I think he expected somebody to do something a little different. Unfortunately, the pass was errant. So now back to Appleton. We're going to have to get back now. Yeah, it looks like we got it covered. Got the touch. Again, 19, 16, and 8, working a lot of it. Really, those 3 guys have been really the main guys out there. So number 6, Gatormson, now with some work, gets it down. Is that 29? That's Wilkie. Now they swing it back. Siegelstrom back up to Gatormson, excuse me. Now Willis, seeing what he's looking to set up. Wafel able to poke it away. And now it goes over to Owen Carbon. Carbon hits Wafel. He's got some green. Take it. Keep going. Now he hits Wadzinski down to Rasmussen. Looked like we had numbers, but we just couldn't quite convert it. Darn, that would have been a nice little fast break. Little transition goal, potentially. All right, so now we're going to try a little something different here. It's like Ramos is going to Wafel out, Ramos in. Parker Shenyon with the move. He hits Jace Caldwell. Jace, nice grab by Roman. Roman hits Wadzinski. Wow, T had some room and just went wide again. All right, so we didn't have anybody behind, so unfortunately that means it goes over to Appleton. Coming down on a minute left, we're probably gonna have to put some pressure on them, or they're just gonna probably sit on it and just, oh, here we go. Oh, he had maybe a shot, but went ahead and decided to pull it out. I think they might end up trying to sit on this thing and get the last shot of the half. Wouldn't surprise me here. So we might have to put on a little pressure, see if we can't knock it away, make them do something they don't want to do. Otherwise, I think we're just going to let them eat the clock and either go in up 3-1 or 4-1. That's really what might happen here if we don't pressure. Making a move. And got a goal. Ducks. That was 19 again. That's his third of the game. That's Siegelstrom.
Gets his third goal.
All right.
Ghostbirds 1.
Well, that makes it 4-1. We got 26 seconds left. Let's just see if we can't find a way to get that. Let's see if we can't find a way to get that possession here and just do something. I think a goal would be a big deal here. Just to go a quarter without scoring would be just. We need one. We're just not scoring a whole lot of goals right now. We could really use one. So, got Stadler out there. Nice job. Oh, shoot. Ramos had a shot at it, but it just eluded him. And I think Appleton's going to take their second time out of the half. Came over by Ramos, and he tried to scoop it up, but he just didn't quite get it clean. So, just under 20 seconds left. See what Appleton is going to try to set up for a quick one. Make sure we get the right personnel out there. Gives us a chance to make sure we got just the right guys that we want out there. Any matchups we weren't liking, we can do something about it for at least this possession. We appreciate you joining us. It's funny, now the sun's just to set. The sun comes out for a few minutes there, get a little, but the shadows of the stadium here are making it so there's no sun on any of the fans or the players for this one. We just kind of feel it at our backs coming in the back window of the press box here at Nowak Family Field. So this is a big one. I think let's make sure we at least get a stop. Let's not go in with some of the goal scoring challenges we've had recently. I don't think giving up a goal here is really to our advantage. So let's make sure we get this one stopped. Let's get a stop. Let's get the right guys we want out there. Put a little pressure on them, getting them going backwards. Really here, if you get them going backwards, that's really tough to set much up with this kind of time. So hopefully we can do that. So 4-1 Appleton United, 19.7 left in the second quarter. Let's get a stop here and then regather and kind of figure out what we want to do in the second half. Got to get one more guy out there. There we go. All right. Can't give him too much space here to work. All right, they're going in behind. Clock is going down. Yep, I think that should pretty much do it. Just make sure we don't give up anything too crazy. Owen Carbon kind of had saved it. It was going to go wide, but just grabbed it to make sure, and no shot on goal to finish. So decent job on defense. So it's 4-1, your halftime score. Got to figure out how to possess a little more, and got to figure out how to convert a little bit better when we are on offense. So 4-1 United at halftime. let's see what the Ghostbirds can come up with for some offense in the second half.
I'm assuming you're up there standing somewhere. There they are, holding up the
All right, well, welcome back to Nowak Family Field for half number 2 of tonight's match between the visiting Appleton United and your Pere Central Ghostbirds. Again, I'd like to thank the great crew from Old Bird Media, who's presenting this, and all the production and all the great camera work and all the graphics you get to see in the opening graphics and the starters. So great work by them. They're a great partner, helping us put this up on the De Pere High School YouTube channel. Frank is going to take a draw here. That gets flipped back. Rasmussen has it. A little bit of an adjustment here, putting Roman in at short stick midi. Rasmussen making some moves. Oh, avoids a big hit. He's slippery. That guy, I think you get him lined up, and he just isn't. And that's what Roman does. So, all right, he pulls it back out. Now Deaver's out as short stick midi. And it looks like Wafel's going to come on out. And Shenyan. All right, so we got the personnel we want. The change was Ramos that was out at an attack with Rasmussen. Now on a short stick midi. So, hey, trying something different. I mean, that's when things are, when goal scoring is an issue, trying something different. Oh, nice shot attempt by Devers. Went a little wide, but good hustle by both Wadzinski and Shenyan to make sure we got the possession back. So Wadzinski sends it up to Ramos. Ramos has some room. Let's see what he can do with it. Ramos with the shot and a goal! Ramos, his second of the game. I think Wadzinski's probably going to get the assist on that. So 2 from 13 in my book. Good read by Ramos. He had the defenseman just got too far back down, and Ramos realized he had his forehand as a right-hander, and he went ahead and ripped one. So good job by Ramos. Good read. We needed that. We needed that. We needed an early goal. I mean, to come out and have them build on the lead, I think would have been big time trouble. So Stab, is that, no, it's Frank. Frank is taking it again. Frank out there battling. Now Wafel has it. Gets it over to Mako, who momentarily lost possession, but has it now. Mako looking to get a touch. Ramos, get in there. Ah, shoot. Come on, guys. Got to play a little more urgency. Failure to advance there. Just not enough urgency. Oh, nice job on the physical play. Oh, come on, guys. Got to clean that up. Had a chance to clean it up, and we didn't. Flag on the play. See what the call is here. Some type of head contact. I think that's going to go against Graham Dix, I believe. Yeah, we didn't play that one great. We had the angle, and we kind of just backed off of the ball. Sometimes you got to go get it. Got to go get it, boys.
Number 25, Graham Dix, head to the slash, he'll serve 1 minute.
So a little bit of slash there for Dix is going to have us man down for 1 minute. Yeah, it looked like we had something brewing there. So nice job by Owen Carbon. Yeah, we got just enough of it to keep it out of the net. So Cade Brockington now taking some space. Gets it back to Carbon. Carbon looking to hit, oh shoot. I think he was looking to hit Ramos, but didn't quite get enough air under it, I don't think. Now we're over halfway done with the penalty here. Get one more possession. It would have been nice to get it deep there. Nice job by Carbs. He caught it maybe in the wrist, but he kept it out of the net, so nice job. Not too much time here left on the penalty to Dix. All right, that should pretty much do it, so nice job. Carbon with the save. And that should do it. That'll be, we're back to even. There we go now. Oh, there we go. Devers has it. Devers has it over to Caldwell. Caldwell, yep, that's a goal. You betcha. You betcha. Nice job by Devers to get it over to him. Caldwell had all kinds of time, and he made the goalie commit. Nice patience. And yeah, as a goalie, I mean, you just got to try to take your swipe and hope you guess right. So can't fault Bishop on that one. Caldwell was right in his lap. Nice job by Devers to get it over. So Bishop did a heck of a job to take a swipe at it, but Caldwell's patience let him commit and put it in behind him. So nicely done. 4-3 now. So Ghostbirds taking 2 off that deficit. Nicely done. See if we can grab that thing. Come on, Grant. There you go. Over to Frank. Frank looking. Over to Ramos. Ramos get a touch. Nice job, Grant. Oh, here, walk. Yep. Walk. You got. Oh, shoot. I think they're going to go rule that a pass, and that's. Oh, they did rule it a shot, thankfully. I think he was trying to shoot. It just, I think, got bumped and it went so wide, I think it looked like it might have been a shot. That's pretty good defense to close it down when it looked like we had something. So Grant did the right thing. There was some space there. He took it. They just recovered. Canyon, good job by Ramos, and stays in. Nicely done on the tightrope. All right, a chance to tie this thing here. Stadler, yeah, nice job. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. So delayed penalty. Oh, is that a second call? What happened here? Didn't see what the second call was. So is it Stadler? I don't know if they blew the whistle when we touched it, so. Not sure what the call is. Did they get Ramos for a slash as well? Or did they get 2 of their guys? I thought he called still showed number 2, so I thought they was talking Ramos, but apparently I'd be wrong. And I'm okay. I'm happy to be wrong, because that's going to be 2 men down now for Appleton United. So a really great opportunity here. I mean, you don't want to get too impatient, but play with some urgency, and let's go ahead and get one and maybe have a shot at a second one. So Wadzinski in there. Sends it over to Caldwell. Caldwell down. Is that Shenyan? Up to Caldwell, up to Wadzinski. Fakes. Take advantage of this, boys. Here we go. Down below to Shenyan. Shenyan to Devers. Devers to Frank. Frank to Rasmussen. So far, we're just kind of letting them sit in their little diamond there, and we're not making any moves. Come on, boys. Wadzinski, it's the cutter. Devers, it's a good save. Let's go ahead and not let him. Come on, guys. Yeah, that was a push. Yep, that's definitely going to be our possession on a loose. But you know what? That's not a bad play by Bishop to come in and do that, because we had him outmanned, and so it relieved the pressure. So now we're at least back out. Now 2 men are both back, so the minute is up. Back at full strength. We did not do a good job of taking advantage of the 2-man advantage there. That's disappointing. We thought we had a good shot at getting this tied there. All right, so we got 2 guys on Rasmussen, but they now, I think, we're looking for a different matchup. So who is it? Caldwell over to Rasmussen. Screen by Devers. Roman trying to turn the corner. Got the shot, went wide, but we're going to go ahead and get the possession because Devers was back there. So good hustle by Devers. Gets it over to Wadzinski. Still almost halfway through the 3rd quarter, but we're 4-3 United. We've had some possession here. Some opportunity to try to get this thing tied, but haven't quite done so yet. Let's do it right now. Here we go, boys. So Caldwell in behind, seeing what kind of move he can make. Gets it over to Wadzinski. Adeline, but I think good move by Wadzinski to not go ahead and take that shot. I think we can get a better look. Now Stadler comes in. Evers directing some traffic. Evers, good screen there by Rasmussen. Evers making some moves, but pretty good D by number 12, Davia. Oh, here we go. Wadzinski has it. Chase Caldwell had the shot point blank, but he just was trying to get it off quickly and couldn't quite get what he wanted on that, I don't think. Nice job by Henry to Mako to get a piece, but they were able to recover. We're going to have to defend a little bit. We've been on offense for most of this period so far, and it's paid off in cutting a 4-1 deficit to 4-3. Going to have to defend with short sticks on this one. Got all the short stick middies out on this. See how we match that up. Stadler up top against Siegelstrom. See what kind of matchup they're looking for. You know, it's really been 16, 19, and 8 really have had the possession, the bulk of the possession for them. Siegelstrom got some patience, gets it over to 51. That's Ope. He's been out a few times for them as a midi. Now they get it down low over to Stillwell. Now it comes back up. This is something we're gonna have to watch. Ah, shoot. Got past him. It's 8 on the goal. Willis got one. Snuck it in there. All right, so 5-3 now. Deficit goes back to 2. It's found away. I think Carbs thought he had it shut down, but it snuck in there. All right, well, let's get that possession here. Let's get back to possessing. Still, we're one better than, we're +1 this quarter so far. 4:07 left in the third quarter. Let's get back to cooking here. Let's get back to, let's get the draw. Let's get back on offense and see what we can do. Had some decent possessions, had some decent looks. Here we go, Nathan. Frank battling. Wayful able to grab it. Gets the touch. Oh. Yeah, that should have been a hold, I was going to say. That 3 would have had him wrapped up there, so that's the right call. So now we're going to go ahead and get our offensive personnel out. So Devers comes back out as the short stick midi. Wadzinski over to Devers. Devers brings it in a little bit, gets it down to Rasmussen. Roman making a move, tries to stuff it. Nice job by Bishop again. He didn't have much of an angle, Rasmussen didn't, so he was trying to see what he could do. And Bishop did a good job of staying to his post. So that's an opportunity. Come on, boys. That should have been a loose, that was a loose ball push, but no call. And that's thrown away by Appleton. That's going to go back to us. So good job at least pressuring. Oh, they overruled it. The official that was there made the right call. The official on the other side made the wrong call, and they're going to give it to Appleton, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not the right call, but it happens. Not sure what he saw there. It was not what happened, though. All right, so let's see. Ope now goes down low to 29. That's Wilkie. Mako in pressuring against Golding. Yeah, that's one. Hopefully you get that call back later in the game. Hopefully there's a recognition to get evened out. All right, so Olp now has it, making a move. It looks like he's probably going to go down low with it. Yeah, he's going to take it down to Golding. Now that's up to 19. He's had a pretty good night so far in Siegelstrom. Nice save and nice hustle by Brockington. Good save to start by Carbon, and nice job by Brockington. All right, so let's see what we can do here. All right. So Brockington gets it back over to Carbon. Over to Henry Mako. Mako hits Stadler. Come on, Bennett. Oh, there we go. Good scoop up by Roman Rasmussen. Yeah, Stadler was in traffic, and he did at least a nice job of holding his ground. Shenyan making a move. Now he hits Wadzinski. Nice to get T on the board here tonight. Wadzinski, good patience. It wasn't there. Over to Stadler. Stadler making a move. Gets it on over to Jace Caldwell. Caldwell over to Rasmussen.
1
1 minute left. All right, here, boys. Let's cut this thing now. Let's cut this deficit in half. Here we go. Rasmussen making a couple of moves. It's Jace Caldwell. Oh, shoot. That was the look we wanted, but just couldn't quite get it on net. Got to make quick decisions when you're in front, and Caldwell did a good job of getting the shot off quickly, but just went wide. Had several really close calls there. Let's see if we can't put a little pressure on them to get them to throw it away, and they do. So there you go. All right, so let's take advantage. 35.7 left. That'd be real nice to get a goal here late. Here we go. Clock's rolling. Grant Ramos, come on, Grant. That was a loose ball push, yep. So that is going to be Ghostbirds possession. All right, going down to 25 seconds. Ramos gets it over to Caldwell. See, Dick's coming in as one of our LSMs. We're going to have to make some moves here quickly. And unfortunately, we're going to throw that one away. And that's going to be an Appleton possession. Just weren't patient on that one. So I think they're just going to hold it, go ahead and be okay with a 5-3 lead. So there you go. That's going to be the end of the quarter. So 5-3 Appleton United after 3 quarters. So we did outscore them 2-1 in that quarter. So hopefully we can take a little momentum. We've had some chances. Ooh, the most exciting time of the day, a 50-50 winner.
3-1-7-9.
Well, I am not that winner tonight. I will not be the winner. So, such is life. I had some luck last year, but this year so far, it's my St. Norbert hockey luck. I got a whole collection of runner-up 50-50 raffle tickets from like the last 12 years from St. Norbert hockey. So if anybody's needing any useless, completely worthless raffle tickets, I'm your man. No, I didn't keep them. I'm joking, of course. Looks like we do have ourselves a winner. Someone I don't know. So we'll see. He's might be on the Appleton side of the 50, so he might be one of the Appleton United fans. And we appreciate those from Appleton kicking in and helping to fund our program with their donation. One thing I'll say, it's been a really nice, clean game so far. I hope that continues. You hope you don't jinx it, but you hope that continues. I think both teams are feeling, again, they're in that kind of dog days of the season, and I think teams are banged up, and the last thing where they're looking to do is make that worse. So really clean game. So credit to both the Appleton United and the Ghostbirds just for how they're playing the game and how they're respecting the game when you play nice and clean like that. it's a physical sport, but you know, there's certainly physicality. There certainly is a good line there that you have to be on the right side of. So nice job by the Ghostbirds here. Frank gets rid of it, gets it over to Roman Rasmussen. Roman with the move. Let's go ahead and make sure somebody stays. Nice job by Mako to make sure he does that. Okay. All right, so Rasmussen with the touch. All right, let's get cooking, boys. Let's get that. Let's cut that deficit in half right away. And every time you possess it, then you have a chance to take the lead, and that's where we need to be here. Good to get one here pretty early in the quarter. So Beaver's making a move. He gets it over to Rasmussen. Sure be nice to get Roman some space. He has some space. Tries to take a shot and went a little wide, and I guess they ruled that the goalie, it was close. It was really close. And they ruled the goalie was a little closer, so Appleton possession. Appleton sends it up to 33, up to their 19. Let's see if we can't bump him out. Didn't quite have the angle, but he did drop it. Ramos. Did we call a timeout? Or did they just, he wasn't out of bounds. Yeah, he wasn't, he did a good job of staying in, so if you set out of bounds, I think he missed the call. But, okay. Yeah, it's that gray line in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Grant was still in. He tight-roped it. All right, so Appleton has it, up 2. Closing in on 10:40 in the match. Rockington able to keep his guy out. Now Ope, 51, making a move there on Devers. Oh, darn. Yep, 51 had that rip. That's Ope.
Brady Ope with the goal. His first. Appleton has now 6, Ghostbirds 3.
Yeah, I think he's a lefty, and he did a good job actually to his offside. So I know that I think Ramos was playing him to keep him off his left, but he had a pretty good rip off his right side. All right, so well, we need this possession, boys. We have not been scoring a lot of goals, so we can't be battling back from much further down. Gonna have to have it. So let's see if we can't get it. Is that Schmidt out there on? I think it might have been Schmidt. And let's see if we can't go ahead and get possession. Oh, yeah, chased him nicely, but couldn't quite chase him down. All right, so Appleton's got possession again, unfortunately. All right, so let's see how we match. So they make some moves here to go ahead and get their personnel. Ope coming back out. Maybe he is a righty. I thought he'd been playing lefty before, but I could be wrong on that. Looks like he's holding it as a righty, so perhaps I misread that. Oh, that's off the post. Did Brockington beat him out? He did. Nice job. Oh, wait. Oh, he pointed the other way and then he changed his mind. Okay. That probably was the correct call. Just got our hopes up for a minute there that we might get the possession. All right, so we got to get a stop here. Got to get a stop and start playing some offense. There's just not a ton of time left here in the match. We've not been an offensive juggernaut here lately, so we cannot count on a flurry of goals late. We've got to get it back here and keep it down. Hope looking, nice job by Stadler to keep him out. So they're going down low with it. At 29, that's Wilkie. Gets it over to 16, which is Golding. To Ope, now back up to Siegelstrom. Pretty good job of staying in front of him. That's Schmidt. That was Teddy Matheson's number last year. Senior who graduated out, of course. Oh, there we go, loose ball. Let's see if we can't get that. Okay, pretty good scoop up by Siegelstrom. On a bit of a scramble. All right, we recovered. We did a good job of rotating and recovering. Sure be nice. We got to grab some of those loose balls, though. That's those loose balls have to be ours going forward. There's not a lot of time left, going down an 8-minute mark here and a 3-goal deficit to make up. Hope tried to make a move, but he was cut off. So Redbirds now. Hope pushed off his angle. See if Bennett Stadler cut him off. Nice job. He cut off Golding there. Hope to Golding. Now Golding waiting. Golding moving in. Stadler had him defense. And that looked like it was a pass. Yep, that was a pass. So that is going to go to Ghostbirds. Good recognition by the official. I think he read that right. All right, let's see what we can do here. Van Helden looking. Graham Dix. Nice job by Blonzinski. Oh, transition here. Okay, good job. Yep. Looked like we might have something, but good job by the Appleton player to cut off the angle, and team made the right decision. Pull back on that. All right, well, we got to score. Plain and simple. We got to get this thing cut. Got to get this deficit cut. Wadzinski making a move. Wadzinski got it. Looked like got the goal there. Looked like Bishop. Looked like Bishop thought he had it, but it just snuck in under. That's a big one. That is a big one. Needed it. Just snuck in there. Yeah, I think Bishop thought he had it, but Wadzinski found a way just underneath that. Just underneath his basket. So good job, Wadzinski. Needed that one. All right, come on, boys. Let's get possession and start playing downhill. 6-4 Appleton United, 6:44 left. Nathan Franken to take the draw. Let's see if Nathan can't get that for us. Nice job, Nathan. Has it initially. See if he can't, oh, they got 3 guys coming at him. Gets it back. I'd say call timeout. Yeah, that's a good timeout. Good job by Coach Hayden. I think we had both timeouts left, so it's a good time to use one. Yep, I agree with that one.
Celebrate the week of 3 games. That's a lot of games in 1 week for a lacrosse team.
All right. And as we're announcing here at the stadium, Chicago Street Pub afterwards. So if you're, maybe they even have the game on there. I don't know. But hopefully they do. If they don't, we'll be down there pretty soon. If you're sitting at home and you haven't quite still have something to do, want to have a little fun tonight, go ahead and head over to Chicago Street and meet us. Sure, I know the Old Bird Media crew, they've come out a few times. I imagine that they might after this one. Hopefully they do. Always awesome to see them. And speaking of that, they've done, again, a terrific job with just the camera work and the sound and all the replays and the graphics. Really great job by Old Bird Media. What a wonderful partner, and we're really lucky to have them for some of our De Pere athletics. We, of course, co-op with both West De Pere and De Pere here for lacrosse, for De Pere Central Lacrosse. They did a really awesome job for us when it came to hockey as well. The Voyagers are also a co-op between De Pere and West De Pere. All right, so it's going to be our possession in our own zone. See what we can do with this thing. All right, Roman Rasmussen now bringing it with some speed. Roman making some moves. Again, one of those guys you think you got a beat on him and you're going to get a good hit, and then it just doesn't work out. He's really slippery. Does a nice job. Roman's not a big guy, but he's really crafty. And oh, here we go. Nice job by Grant Ramos with a goal. Nicely done. That's number 3 for Grant Ramos. Well done. Well done. 6 fouls. So whatever they set up, that was well done. Yeah, he took space. Like I said earlier, they give you space, you take it. That is That is Sport 101, and Grant Ramos recognized he had space and made a good rip. So nicely done by Grant Ramos. All right, so come on, Nathan. Here we go. Cut that deficit to 6-5, 6:09 left. Let's get that ball and let's play for the, well, good chop, but can we get there? No, you got to stay on side. Scoop that thing up. Come on, Nathan. There you go. All right. Frank has it. Now we're going to have to advance it. Oh, nicely done. Nice pass by Frank up to Caldwell. Had a little one-on-one situation. Decided to go ahead and, oh, now, yeah, that's going to be a slash, so that's going to be helpful. But let's go ahead and score anyway. All right, there's Devers, has it. Over to Rasmussen. Kind of feels like we have some momentum now. It's the time to use it. So Rasmussen's going to go ahead and create some space. We know we have a flag down for a slash. So, oh, here we go. Rasmussen. Roman, oh, rips it. All right, so pretty good shot. I think it was going to go wide. He had a pretty good rip on it, but Bishop had a real good beat on it. It's going to be, is that number 5? Is that who's going, or is it number 4? Yeah, number 4. That's Dane Willis. Going to go for 1 minute. So here we go, boys. Let's get this thing tied. Time to go. Man up. Let's go. Time to get this thing tied. We had a 2-man advantage in the first half, and we were actually was that the third period, but we were a little too patient. Time to attack. All right, so Devers over to Ramos. Ramos has a bit of a hot stick. Down over to Caldwell. Up to Shenyon. Over to Devers. Devers looked like he was fumbling it, but grabbed it. Ramos lost it. Let's see if Grant can get it back. Yeah, that was another slash up there, but Ramos pulls it back out of there. Let's see what we can do. There's a goal! Roman Rasmussen with the goal. I'm going to see who passed it to him. That's going to be Ramos with the assist.
Ramos gets the assist. Rasmussen gets his first goal. Ghostbirds tied up at 6.
Nicely done. I think, was the penalty expired? We're trying to figure out if it was on the last penalty and then this one will count, or if that one's going to get picked up. Yeah, I think they were still on. We were still on man up, so I think this one does count. So yeah, we're gonna stay on man up. So there you go. Evan Bird are gonna get the 1 minute of slash. So here we go, boys. Man up. Got to get this. Important we get this possession. Come on, Nathan, get it for us, buddy. Big draw here. Big draw. A little bit of a Donnybrook there, but nice job by Nathan Frank being physical and making sure we had a chance to grab it. So Wadzinski grabs. All right, so we got about still 45 seconds left to man up here. Let's get this lead here, 6-6. Going down close to 4:20 here. Shenyon has it. He sends it down to the goal line to Caldwell, who sends it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen over to Wadzinski. Wadzinski back to Rasmussen. To Wadzinski. Wadzinski with the rip. Nice job. Good hustle and recognition by Graham Dix to make sure we get the possession. Good job. I think we got about 20 seconds left in this man up. Let's see if we can't get this. Wadzinski up to Shenyon. Shenyon making a move. Gets it over to Ramos. Ramos. Yeah, we got about 10 seconds left in the penalty. Ramos making a move. Ramos looking to get around. Ramos has the angle. Oh, he gets it to, Shenyon. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself, but at least he got over to T. T got it down to Caldwell. Now to Rasmussen. The penalty is over. Let's see if Caldwell can grab it. He can. Good job. Oh. what did we call timeout? Looks like we got a little discombobulated, and Coach Hayden decided to use a timeout. So that'll be our second and final timeout of the half. And Appleton still got both of theirs, so they'll be able to set something up if they need to. But here's what I would say. Let's go ahead, have a nice patient possession, get a goal, get the draw back, and let's never let Appleton ever use those timeouts. How's that for a plan? I think that's my plan. Let's see if the Ghostbirds can make it happen. But really nice job here coming on and just battling, and I would say Owen Carbon has done a nice job of keeping us in it. Our defense had made a few plays and given us a chance while we were going through our offensive struggles, and finally we put up a few. So kind of nicely done here. A 3-goal so far, fourth quarter. So we were -1 in the first quarter. We were, let's see. I think we were, then we were -2 in the second quarter, but then we were +1 in the third quarter and +2 so far in the fourth quarter. So that bodes well for where the momentum is. But still got to make one more play at least here. See what the Ghostbirds set up on that timeout. Rasmussen down low here. We've been down on 3:20. Oh, Rasmussen lost possession. He's battling for it. Oh, unfortunately, we lost some possession on that. Let's see if we can't keep some pressure on them. And they do a good job of getting it up the middle. So that was unfortunate. Make sure we don't make any. That was not a time for a penalty, so thankfully we didn't do that. So that was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that we had that possession and had a timeout and set up something we wanted to, but just unfortunately could not hold the possession well. So down to about 2:45 left in the match. Now Appleton with that slight advantage, of course, in the tie game because they have a possession. So let's see what they're looking to set up. Devers out there. Hope with a high pass, but nice job, 29. That's Wilkie snagging that thing. Now it's they're looking for Willis. Willis has been a big, strong player for him. Pretty good-looking player down low. It's 11. That's Kempfer. Haven't said his name a whole lot so far. Nice job by Owen Carbon. See if we can't dig that out. Come on, boys. Oh, shoot. Couldn't quite come up with one. Yep, we're going to call. Appleton called a timeout. That's a good timeout. That's a good timeout. Mike, yep, that was a good call. Shuckers, that would have been a nice one to grab up, and it was out there for the taking, but we just couldn't scoop that one up. But Owen Carbon with the good save that at least kept it out of the net, kept this thing 6-6. It kind of has the feeling like 7-6 is going to be the final on this one, so we got to get that possession back, and let's see if we can't have a last-second hero. But yeah, it does feel like that next goal is probably going to be the one. So with them having possession, we got our work cut out for us. I don't think, let's see. Maybe they're going to try to wind it down. Maybe they try to take a minute down and then maybe call another timeout. We'll see what they do. They may try to wind it down and try to play essentially for the last shot. You know, if they feel like they're stagnant or in trouble, they still have that one timeout left. But it wouldn't surprise me if they see if they can't wind this thing down. It's up to us to not let them. Up to put some pressure on somebody, maybe make an errant pass. And then we can be that team who hopefully scores real late for the win. In the meantime, we're going to have to get a stop here. Going to have to get a stop and get the possession back. 1:58 left in this one, in the fourth quarter anyway. I'd just as soon as have us get a stop and score a late goal and go home happy. We're going to have to get a stop to do that in some fashion. So 16 Golding is going to go ahead and bring it in for Appleton United. I think they're definitely going to be patient and take their time. We might have to try to pressure them into something. And we we didn't talk off the screen. We didn't talk. And that was 11. He hasn't really been involved in the offense so far, so credit for getting one. Yeah, we didn't talk on the screen. Well, at least now we know that there's time left as far as them not winding it down. I kind of thought they might try to wind it down, but maybe that surprised us a little. That might have been part of it. Where we thought they'd maybe try to take a little more time, and they attacked it pretty quick. So 1:38 left, 7-6. Got to have an equalizer here. Come on, boys. So Nathan Frank going to go out and take the draw. Rasmussen and Wayful are going to support him. Big draw here. Big draw. We're going to have to put a lot of pressure on him if we don't win the draw here. Flips it back. Let's see if Roman can get there. Roman flips it up, and oh, shoot. Yep, they got it, and they're going to call timeout right away. All right. I'm kind of glad they actually used that one up, to be honest, because now we can decide how we want to pressure. Now, one thing is, have to keep it inside the box, I believe, at this point. So we can put some pressure on them. See, that was a big draw we wanted to win, and we had a shot at it, but just couldn't quite scoop it up. I am glad they went ahead and called that timeout, or maybe he wants to make sure that there are reminders of that they have to stay in the box once they get the touch. So 92 seconds left in regulation. Let's see if we can at least get the equalizer and see what happens. So 7-6, Appleton United fought back. We've been +1 in the third quarter and +1 here in the fourth quarter. To give ourselves a chance. Make sure we got the guys out there we want defensively. Did a little switch there to put Wadzinski in as one of our short stick middies along with Dix. So we're gonna have to put some pressure on them, make them make a mistake. Hopefully somebody panics a little bit and throws one out of bounds. Maybe even better, just leaves one and we can go on a bit of a transition. All right, so Ope is going to bring it in. Sure, he'll take his time a little bit in getting in the box. Hasn't gotten the touch yet. Now he does. All right, so we're going to have to pressure this. See if we can't get him to make a mistake. Going to take some pressure, though. We can't just sit back for sure. So get up tight to your guys. Got to take some chances here. 1 minute now. Graham Dix going to need some pressure there. Come on, Graham, pressure him. Going to need some pressure, guys. Come on. We're going to back off 10 yards. We're not going to like the result here. Come on, we got to pressure. They're just going to try to run a weave in the back here. We're going to have to try to put some pressure on them. Push them out of the box. There we go. Yep, that's out of the box, so that's going to be our possession. All right, so 30 seconds left. All right, so Jace Caldwell has it. He hits Ramos. Oh, come on, Grant. Come on, Grant. Oh, that was unfortunately we had a miss. Now let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Hopefully it goes out on them. Push them out. Looks like this one's going to go the wrong way, boys. Yeah, this one's going to go the wrong way. 7-6 Appleton win. Yep. Yeah, we probably needed to go down and try to get a quick shot, and unfortunately we just didn't get it in the end. So pretty solid week. Had a really good chance on this one. Let one get away. So Appleton United 7, Ghostbirds 6. Heading over to CSP for postgame. Back in action on Tuesday. That one won't be on the YouTube. That brought to you by Old Bird Media. But I think we have a couple more, at least 2 more broadcasts here on Old Bird Media. But that one's over at West of Pere. So yeah, your final. That one, good battle in the second half, but couldn't quite close, couldn't quite finish. So Appleton with a late goal to go up 7-6, and they were able to hold. So thanks for tuning in tonight. You were watching Ghostbird Lacrosse on De Pere High School YouTube, brought to you by our partners with Old Bird Media. Good night, everybody, and have a great weekend.